And welcome back to WCCF Tech TV, everyone. This is Keith again, and today we're talking about the somewhat odd success of the AMD Ryzen 5 CPUs. Now, AMD may not be swimming in cash just yet, but thanks to a latest survey by 3D Center, AMD's Ryzen 5 may be by far the best received product from CPU launches in the past decade. Now, this is a website that does user reviews and compiles responses and basically measures a positive, indifferent, or negative response to certain products. And in this case, we've got a list of CPUs here, and Ryzen 5 is voted best CPU launch since 2010, with Ryzen 7 coming in second place. Now, that gave it an 83.9% positive feedback for Ryzen 5, which is huge, and a 9.4% were indifferent and only 6.7% were negative, which if you can get less than 10% to feel negative about your product, then, well, you did a pretty good job. Now, Ryzen 7 shares similar numbers, but only coming up to 74.6%, which we figure that has a bit to do with the pricing, just because of how people perceive price to what you get for your money kind of thing. But if you want to look at it that compared to older products, that puts Ryzen 7 very close to the initial launch of Intel's Sandy Bridge back in January 2011 with a 75.9% positive rating, and well ahead of AMD Llano, which was the first APU lines back in 2011 as well, with a 57.9%. And if you're curious how it stacks up to Bulldozer, well, that carried a massive 6.8%. So you can see from the last initial architectural launch for AMD, which was Bulldozer back in 2011, to the Ryzen or Zen based chips here this year, quite a substantial improvement. So that's good to see for the company, as well as good to see for competition, because that increases buyer interest and then can force both companies to adjust to compete with one another, and at the end of the day, the consumer wins. Well, we do have a link in the description to this article over on our website, where we give you the opportunity, our readers and viewers, to vote in our own internal poll and to see how you feel about the Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 5 CPUs. Well, we look forward to seeing you over there. This has been Keith with WCCF Tech TV, and we will catch you in the next video.